Everybody Hates Chris, a sitcom loosely based on the life of comedian Chris Rock, was a surprise hit when it debuted on UPN in 2005. The show revolved around the character Chris, portrayed by 12-year-old Tyler James Williams, who lived with his working-class family in Brooklyn. The show received a Golden Globe nomination after its first season. However, when UPN merged with the WB to form the CW network, the show's ratings took a hit. The cast was informed that the viewership had declined, but there were online reports suggesting that the CW wanted to shift away from comedies and the African-American-centric shows that had contributed to its popularity. Tyler James Williams and the rest of the cast sensed the impending end of the show. Tyler shared with CBS that his voice had deepened to the point where it was deeper than Chris Rock's, who was doing the voiceovers for the show, creating a disconnect. To give the show a proper conclusion, Chris Rock decided that the main character would drop out of high school, mirroring his own life where he left high school and started his comedy career at 17. Terry Crews, who played the character Julius, noted that the timing was aligning well as Tyler James Williams, who played Chris, was a sophomore in high school. Once the character became a comedian, the show would naturally end. After 4 seasons, Everybody Hates Chris ended in 2009. All cast members moved on to have successful careers in the entertainment industry. The show went into syndication and has since become a cult classic. However, for Tyler, life took a frightening turn due to a severe health crisis that temporarily halted his career. Post the show, Tyler did not miss being part of it. He compared it to high school, stating that no one ever wants to go back to high school. He shared on Twitter that he does not remember specific episodes when asked. He can recall bits and pieces, but most of the time on the show is a single lumped-together memory. Tyler enrolled in New York University as a drama major, but his time there was uneventful. He shared with CBS that he was very combative and often clashed with his professors. He intentionally wrote papers that went against the grain just to stir things up. He was also unhappy about having to give up working for 4 years to focus solely on his education. As a result, he dropped out after about 2.5 months. Tyler continued acting but made a conscious effort to avoid comedies to prevent being typecast. He landed a few voice acting gigs and a couple of small roles on TV shows, including an appearance on Lab Rats alongside his younger brother Tyrell. However, at the age of 19, he began experiencing gastrointestinal issues on a weekly basis. Despite still working at the time, he tried to push through and hide his health issues as much as possible. Hey, are you still enjoying these videos without leaving a single like? Destroy that like button already, alright? So where was I? So as the years passed, Tyler's weekly health issues became a daily occurrence. He consulted with multiple doctors who suggested that he might be lactose intolerant or suffering from food allergies. It took years for him to finally be diagnosed with Crohn's disease. On January 31, 2017, he was rushed to the emergency room and was told that he had extensive intestinal scarring causing a blockage. He underwent emergency surgery, and doctors removed 6 inches of his small intestine. He thought his health issues were finally resolved, but he was far from the truth. He stayed in the hospital for 2 weeks and his weight dropped to 105 pounds. He was looking forward to being discharged on Valentine's Day to return to his everyday life. However, when he woke up on February 14, 2017, he had a fever and was shaking uncontrollably. His nurse called a surgeon and Tyler was rushed into surgery. It was discovered that his intestines had split at the incision, causing the contents to spill into his body. This led to sepsis, a life-threatening condition that occurs when an infection triggers a chain reaction throughout the body. Tyler survived the surgery and his intestines were repaired. He was given an ostomy, a surgically created opening in his abdomen that allows waste and urine to leave the body. This was done to allow his body to heal, and at the age of 23, he was worried about the direction his life would take. However, he received unwavering support from his family and his then-girlfriend, who helped him every step of the way. After a month went by, he was discharged from the hospital and focused on his recovery. He went to appear in The Walking Dead, Criminal Minds, and Dear White People, among others. At the start of the COVID-19 pandemic, he knew he had to take extra precautions to protect himself due to his vulnerable immune system caused by an autoimmune disease. He had to leave his house to walk his dog and advised everyone who encountered him in public to stay away from him. Tyler has since returned to work and landed the role of Gregory on Abbott Elementary. In July of 2021, Deadline reported that an Everybody Hates Chris animated series was in the works. There have also been talks of a cast reunion, but Tyler says it's challenging to coordinate everyone's schedule, since the cast stays booked and busy, which is a blessing in itself. Check out this video if you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.